Hey y'all, welcome back to the Seed Time Harvest. Today we're going to be reclaiming a bed that I have planted twice, and both times it just got taken over by grass. So we're going to try third time as a charm, right? I'm weed eating, and then I will pull some of the grass out of this area. And there's Richard, if you can see him. He is trying to make an appearance. And he prefers to hide in the tall grass. But he does not like the sound of the weed eater, so he'll probably run off here. So we're going to plant pink-eyed purple whole peas and black-eyed peas. It is my last chance to get those in. If they come up, great. If not, then I will plan something else. I have a huge list of items for the fall garden, and I will be blending those on my calendar when I'm going to plant what. I usually make a worksheet and just kind of go through the worksheet so that one week I have this on my list, the next week I have this on my list. I kind of break it up. And then my seeds are due to come in today, so hopefully I can get those in and put those in my plan. And then I'm going to actually divide my seeds up for my fall planting according to which week they go in, and have that all ready to go. But right now I really want some pink-eye purple whole peas and black-eyed peas in this bed. I thoroughly enjoy those fresh from the garden, and I haven't had them fresh in several years. Every year that I've tried to plant them here, they have not done well because of the grasshopper. One thing about gardeners is we try again, and just because it didn't work one year does not mean that it will not work the next year. I've been gardening fairly successfully for 12 years, and every year I have something that does not do well. This year it was my cumin. I tried two different kinds of cumin. One is an medicinal, and one is culinary, and just could not get them to survive. So we'll try again next year, see what happens. The grasshoppers did start wreaking havoc early this year, so that has been very challenging. And my garden's just not as pretty when it's all covered up in insect netting. So and some reason they do not care for the roselle hibiscus. Those have been completely uncovered the entire time except for one of them, and there's no damage on the hibiscus. But I do believe when the flowers bloom and the calyxes form that the grasshoppers will show more of an interest. So I am going to make a simple cage out of chicken wire and cover that with insect netting and put it over the plants so that I get as many calyxes off of the roselle as possible, because that's what I use to make jelly. And people use it to make that Jamaica drink, which I don't drink because it's got a lot of sugar in it, and I try to limit my carbohydrate intake. So anyway, we're just going to keep pulling grass and weeds. And I say weeds, really it's grass and creeping cucumber. Now I let that cucumber have the whole wall over here, and that's fine. They're over here by my cucumbers, but I don't want them in my pots, and it just seems like they're trying to get everywhere. So I pull them out when they encroach on other areas that I don't want them. I did notice that my wall of cucumbers is covered in sticky aphid mess and spider mite damage. So those may have to come out soon as I get ready for my fall garden. Here I brought Richard over to see you. He's not happy being held, but I'm trying to get him used to it. And he does know when I put food in his little container, even if he already has food in there, he knows and goes running over to get his fresh food. There's my container I keep all my things in. It even holds my drinks now, so I try to keep an electrolyte drink handy, so that when I am outside working and getting too hot, I can immediately get an electrolyte drink or water. I found a drink that I like, and it's made with stevia, not artificial sweeteners, so that works really well for me. So we're finally planting our seeds, and then I am going to cover these with a potting soil. As I've said, I've used Pro Mix. That is the one that is very consistent, and it is a great soil. It is light and fairly fluffy. It does not compact in my pots. And so I got the seeds going, and we'll get a bucket of soil here in a minute, and we're going to just I'm probably putting a 1/2 inch of soil across there, and that way it will allow the seeds to come up. It won't dry out and make a hard crust, which a lot of soils do that, and it's very frustrating trying to get anything up, but especially carrots. And a friend of mine, my garden mentor, she told me many years ago to just put a little potting soil over your seed bed instead of the regular soil that crusts over. And so that's what I'm doing here. We're just going to cover all the seeds nice, and then I'll water it in, and hopefully we'll get good germination and get a crop of peas before the first frost. That is the rush right now, is to get things in and get them ready to harvest before my first frost. So I have thoroughly enjoyed this project, and it takes time to do a project. And of course, even though this is real time right now, I'm not fast forwarding anything, but I did cut out a large portion of the actual labor because I knew I did not want to do 1.5 hour video of me cleaning out this bed and pulling grass and weeds from the area. So it is, we're just going to keep this watered. I set up a sprinkler on this end, and every day when I come home from work, I just turn that sprinkler on and get it, keep it wet, just keep it moist until you can get seeds up. And this time of the year, it's especially hard. It is especially hard to get seeds up, and that's why, a lot of times you fail. This is actually, like I said, our third planting. So it's been 3 weeks since I originally started this project trying to plant pink eye purple whole peas. So hopefully this one will take. And we'll see you in the next video. I thank you for coming along on this journey. I appreciate you. And if you would like, share, subscribe, do all the things, it would really help me out. And I appreciate it so much. Tell me, what seeds are you sowing?